And we are live. What is up, everybody? I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV and your host of the Hot Seat. This week's guest, we have BBQ ROCKSTAR. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Thank
Welcome
you,
to the fan.
Thank you very much. Have me come America show. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers to everybody in the chat. The chat has been bumping. It's been going since I don't know how long. Cheers to you guys. I brought us something little special tonight that I'm going to be sipping on.
Whoa, man.
I forgot to tell you, I do have Uncle Steve's shake, the Gator shake around the rim. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, we can definitely see it. Yeah.
We got bacon, tomato, 3 cheeses, pepperoni, salami, pickles, shaved garlic.
Dude, you're going to be farting like Martin after eating that.
And you know what? I got a food truck event first thing in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah. Good thing the barbecue smells good and it'll overpower it.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, man, we got a lot of people showing up for you tonight. I mean, I can't even go back to all of the beginning, but we got Guggen Barbecue, Daddy Dutch Barbecue, Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. Are you hip to Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin?
He's one of the coolest.
Right on, right on. Angie's Fluid Art. Hope you're feeling better. Who else we got? We got Ski Girly, the best secretary in the world. Joey Edible, Square Table Degenerates. Tiny Farm Nuggets. Randy Shifter.
Who?
Randy Shifter. You ever heard of him?
Is that fella who went to shooting in a Putin last week?
Yeah, and he was just saying that he'll never be invited. Look, bro, we'll get a redo on this one for sure. Something we could keep up for others. We got. I'm gonna say since his last name's Velez, it's Simone.
Simone Way.
Wepa. I remember screaming that last week and having my sombrero on.
You remember that?
That's where it went fucking shit in the hand there.
Dude, that was so funny. You were like, it looked like a bobblehead doll, man.
Yeah, I was. And my apologies for letting this show get away.
And Randy, old Shifter was like, hey, man, what's happening? I'm still cool. Don't worry about me. I can still shoot.
Well, as a lot of people already know, caught some heat from the show, which is all good. YouTube didn't give me no strike, which is number one.
Oh, that's cool.
So let's just say we got to do a redo on that show. But just hear me out for where I want the show to go and getting sponsors to back me in the show and who knows whose eyes going to be watching. It's a sensitive world we live in. You know what I mean? So
bunch of pansies out there.
Yeah. Well, you know, the alcohol and the gun didn't really go quite all that great. You know, a lot of my military people were like, that's a no. You know what I mean? But yeah, back to the show. We're here. Let us know about BBQ ROCKSTAR, man. Where you from? You know, give us a little bio about yourself. Obviously, I already know one of your hobbies. So we got Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin's in the house. So we'll definitely be talking about some music here shortly. But yeah, man, let the people that don't know who BBQ ROCKSTAR is, let them get to know you.
Well, thank you very much. Bring me American show. I'm from Pakistan. Me Pakistani people. No. So yeah, man, we're just a little pop-up channel, you know. Dude, I've been cooking on open fire for like 40 some odd years. I'm 53 years old, turned 54. And so I used to watch people like a lot of the guys that are some of your viewers. Actually, I used to watch Smoky Ribs Barbecue, Russ over there. I used to watch Malcolm Reed. I used to watch Justin over at Baby Back Maniac, mainly because I was looking to I was looking to get me a big custom built pit, right? I had burned through a lot of those Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's pits, and I wanted one built. And I'd won some money from the casino, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna get me a pit now that, you know, I can be proud of. And so I was watching a lot of these people, these YouTube channels, and what are they using? And who did they go to get it from? And so I can't really see the chat, but
yeah, I'm just pulling up some comments. I got so many that I can't even see.
Okay.
What's up, Jake?
But
man, we got so many. But yeah, keep going.
So yeah, so I was watching these guys, you know, and Grumpus on Fire was a guy that I really attached to, and now these people are my so-called Facebook family, YouTube family, if you will. I originally started out in the YouTube family on the gambling side. I was going to have a gambling channel because at that time I was a pretty heavy duty degenerate gambler.
That'd be the scratch offs.
Oh no. I'm talking about slots, baby. I'm talking about.
Okay. Do you know the dude from Cleveland? Hand pay jackpot.
Jackpot, hand pay
slot. Hand pay slot machine.
The big hand pay. Is it the big hand pay?
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
I do know
Cleveland.
him. Oh, is he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big hand. I think it's called the big payback I think it's called the big payback.
Something
anyway,
like that.
If that's him.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started doing that, and man, I was winning a lot of money and I was losing a lot of money. I was winning a lot of money. And I was losing even more money. Pretty soon I went broke. I mean, broke as a joke. So then I was going back to the casino with every little bit of dollar I had to recoup all my losses. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And I said, man, this ain't my deal. So I'm going to just go to cooking. I'm just going to have my YouTube channel about cooking. So that's what we did. Now, we started this thing 2 years ago when I took delivery of my Lone Star Grills custom built pit, but I didn't post anything until about 9 or 10 months ago. I started uploading videos about 9 or 10 months ago, and we've only got like 450 viewers. So we're what you call a baby channel, but I met some really cool people here, and I enjoy the community, and I've been cooking a long time. So, but what I'm finding out about YouTube is that it don't matter how long you've been cooking. I mean, you gotta have your videos on point. You know, you got to be editing king. You got to have some good cameras. You got good lighting, which I never thought about any of that. So that's kind of where I'm playing catch up with some of these other guys out there. Is not the cooking part. I think anybody that watches my videos knows I know what I'm doing, but my technological skills are no, man, that ain't me. I'm running right now off of a phone, Lep. Everything you see that I do is off of my little iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I'm playing catch up to these other guys.
Well, that's fine. You know what I mean? I think just about everybody started on a phone, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I still work with a phone.
Do you?
Yeah. It's just sometimes you have to. You know what I mean? So you know, I was at one show, I was at the drag strip, hot seat from the drag strip. There's no internet. I have to run everything off my phones and stuff, you know?
Sure. But man, I dig it. I dig the community, man. It's a good community. It's just like any other community, right? It's like you pick your certain people, you pick your partners, you know, everybody's go, ooh, come on now. Let's get a little cheers on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you pick your partners, people that you are more symbiotic with than others, maybe. But what I'm finding out about this family is this is a legit family. There's some real cooks out there. And quite honestly, I'll just share something with everybody who's watching. I thought I was just going to come on YouTube and just be the king.
My first video, I thought was going to go viral myself because it was funny, you know, America's got talent, or I mean, America's Funniest Videos was gonna call me and be like, "Can we use your video?" Yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
Nope, don't work like that, Cat. No, man, no. So I'm dookie on the shoe right now because I don't have the technology behind me. I don't have the wherewithal. Look at Shifter throwing a big deuce up there. Shifter.
Mm-hmm. Right on. You even get a tomato with this one.
Ooh, get a tomato. Ooh. Yeah, so I thought I was going to be somebody. Now I'm thinking, oh shit, wait a minute. I got Smoking Joe's Barbecue. I got the Dog Father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got what's Luga wannabe dude? What's his name?
Yeah. But
Luis.
yeah,
You
you
know,
start hanging around with these heavy hitters,
yeah.
and it does help though. It builds your confidence that you could actually be around these people, relate to these people, meet them in person, hang out with them. You never know, man. There might be somebody in there be like, "Hey, man, can you come play one of our gigs?" You know what I mean? We're feeding X amount of people. The pit will be flowing. We want the rock star there to jam out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just keep at it, man. Don't ever give up on it.
Well, no, I think, you know, there was questions in my mind a while back. Did I still want to do this? Did I want to participate, or did I just want to sit back and watch? You know, and because I was having fun just watching, I really was. I was enjoying it. But then I saw some videos and some people. It's nobody in our community, but there were some other videos that I've watched in the past where these cooks are just spouting off a bunch of crap. It was a bunch of stuff that wasn't true, and it was just, and they were like, you know, presenting themselves to be all this, and they were like, and they had these big freaking what's that big pit manufacturer, some big pit manufacturer, and they're using they got all these sponsors, and they don't even know about cooking temperatures. They don't know about holding temperatures. They don't know about sanitation. You know, if you asked them what a 3-compartment sink was, they'd probably head spin around. You know, it's like, really? So then I thought, well, I'll try it. And then I thought, well, I'm going to be the kingpin. And then 2 days later, I found out I got like 5 views. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
keep at it, man. Do shorts. Start ripping shorts. Yeah, just rip them shorts, man.
Yeah.
Come February, they're going to be able to get monetized. So if you got some ones that are popping, you're going to get paid for them. So
yeah,
just keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? So we do. I got a couple questions. Okay. I don't mean to cut you off. Oh, hey, where are you from?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Everyone, I know a lot of people in Texas in the chat right now. Look up your brother, man. He'll come on play some gigs. You know,
represent, baby, represent.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin's in the house, man. What's your favorite band? What's your favorite band, man, all time?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses, hands down.
Guns N' Roses, okay.
Yeah. However, can I stop you right there for a second?
Yeah.
So I went and saw them at the American Airlines Center here in Dallas last December, so almost a year ago. And I was, well, it was a year ago, basically. And I was on the barricade, front row. And I was on the rhythm guitars section, which is Richard Fortis, which is what I do. I play rhythm guitar. So I'm not that shreddy. I don't even know how to do that shit. I'm the guy that when you hear the song, that's me playing it behind everybody else. That's me. So that's what I do. But I'm over there and I'm watching these guys jam. And it was a great show. It was a 3-hour show. I was like, man, these dudes are killing it. And then today, when I was getting ready to get my ass chewed by you about, I heard some things like you like to rip people up on your show and put them in the hot seat and grill them and flip them over a couple times and smack them a couple. So I was getting ready for all that. I was watching some Guns N' Roses video live from Sydney, Australia from like this past week, right? Guns N' Roses down in Australia. Now they've already been around the world twice since I've seen them. Twice. Dude, nah, man. The shit I saw today, I was like, so I have a tribute band called Rocket Queen DFW, YouTube, shameless plug, Rocket Queen DFW. You guys go check it out. You'll see 2 different
mods. Hey, can one of my mods find that? Go ahead and say it again.
Rocket Queen DFW, D/FW.
All one word?
Well, no, it's going to be Rocket Queen DFW.
Okay.
You'll find if you pull up Rocket Queen, it'll pull up DFW on there. We're a legitimate thing. So there's two different iterations of the band that I started. And
you kind of do resemble some David Grohl there for a minute.
So anyway, I will tell you that without even being biased or any kind of BS, the stuff I saw from Guns N' Roses today, especially Axl, with the Muppet voice. He's singing head voice like falsetto because he can't hit the notes anymore.
Right.
I mean, who can blame the guy? He's singing this shit like 8,000 trillion times, so his vocals are gone. But the rest of the band wasn't even that good either. And so I'm thinking to myself, I went back and watched some of our videos from Lava Cantina and all that. Some of our stuff, not all of it, but some of it was actually better than, and we're a tribute to Guns N' Roses. Any room for a banjo player? Hell yeah, Scooter, bring it on, Paw Paw.
Yeah, there you go.
But some of our stuff was actually more closely related to the album recording, what you hear on the album, like Appetite for Destruction. Some of our presentation, I think, was a lot closer than what they were doing.
Right.
So I was pretty bummed out today when I watched Guns N' Roses, my favorite band on the planet, which is what you asked me. Today I watched them and I was like, the band was not tight. It was just shit show. So anyway.
So I seen the other half, Velvet Revolver with Scott Weiland.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Too, yeah. Yeah.
So I got to see the good side of Guns N' Roses because there was no vocals involved. And you know, Scott Weiland could sing his freaking ass off, you know what I mean? So I was lucky to get that side. I hate when I go to a band and they don't sound the same anymore. It just hurts.
It does.
I won't stop listening to them. I just know that, you know, age is a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, singing especially. So I'm not a singer. I'm just a backup singer. And low harmony is about, low to mid range is about all I can somewhat do. I'm definitely not a solo singer. But more so than playing guitar or drums, if you're a singer, dude, your voice does not last forever. And it's a perishable commodity. And unfortunately, we're getting to the age now where all of our bands we grew up with, the guys just can't sing. I mean, they just can't do it. And it's not their fault.
Still play. The band can still play.
Yeah, exactly. But today on Guns N' Roses, the band Slash was just like he was asleep. Richard Fortus was killing it as always. But everybody else, the drummer was off. It was just the sound production was not good. And I'm like, dude, my little tribute band out of Dallas, Texas, a 5-piece band with a female drummer plays better than they do.
Right.
And it was just really sad to see that that's even the case. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, you know, here in Cleveland, obviously, you were live right before this. And you were talking about the only way you come up here is if I take you to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, I've never been there myself, and I live here. So
really?
With that being said, it'd be a great experience if you did come up here, that we both do it together. You know what I mean? A little experience, first timer.
So they just had the Joe Walsh just had the Vets Fest up there a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure you've heard about it. It was in front of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame building. And Joe Walsh played and some other bands played out there, but I would love to come up there and see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah. So with us here, we got a lot of cover bands, a lot of tribute bands. You know what I mean? We got ones from Limp Bizkit, and you know, just all genres. Yeah, we got a lot of music around us, but sometimes, man, it's better to go watch them. And you know what I mean? Even though they're not going to sound the same, but it's just, I don't know, the vibe probably, you know what I mean? Especially if they do a song good, you know, they gotta have it. Have a good one. Oh, there you go. Rick dropped it. Sweet, bro. Appreciate that.
Rocket Queen, the same drummer from Metal Shop. No,
Yeah.
that the drummer from Metal Shop is April Samuels. She's also a good friend of ours. No, Sammy Jo Bishop, who by now, guys, right now is out on tour with Saliva. She is the drummer for Saliva. She used to be my drummer in my band. I handpicked her to be my drummer. She is now the drummer for Saliva and touring the world with Saliva right now.
That's awesome.
I wish I had her back. I wish I had her back.
But you can't take, you know what I mean? But you always want somebody else to succeed. That I don't know about you, but
Absolutely.
Just knowing her, you're winning. You know what I mean? She wins, you win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's about her. It's not about me. It's about her.
Right.
I'm glad that she's having fun. To be honest, Saliva is one of those C-grade bands where they're living out of a suitcase and shitty hotels, and I would not do it on the road if I wasn't a top tier band, because it's so hard, guys. Vans are breaking down and you're sitting there at a truck stop and you're eating meatloaf and it's terrible. But if you're at a top tier band where you get Learjet travel, I mean, that's one thing. But if you're a C tier band and you're sleeping in restrooms, no thanks. I won't do that. I just won't. I know what it's like and I'm not going to do that. But good for her, good for her.
Here you go right now. You want to jam out? John, you want to come up next weekend and rock out?
See, he's asking me all the time, every weekend. Next weekend, yeah, we can do it next weekend, Luis. But I got to get some meatloaf. As long as it's on a Wednesday, I get meatloaf, man. I got to get meatloaf on Wednesdays, brah. Órale, vato. Tú sabes, güey. Tú sabes. Yeah, so Luis is not far from me. I'm the group.
That's awesome.
Is that Jeremy Yoder or Yoder Smokers?
Right. Meatloaf. Ma.
Meatloaf. That's right. Meatloaf. That's right. That's a joke with me and him.
That's funny.
That's funny, Luis. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. So what pits are you working with? What all you got?
So
smoking, grilling, indoor, outdoor. What you got in the arsenal? What's it?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got an Instapot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Air fryer.
Look here, give me a flat rock in the sun, and I'll fix your damn Chateaubriand, son. Let me tell you, flat rock in the sun is all I need. I don't even need running water.
It's a heat source. Give me a heat source. I'll
That's
cook
right. Heat in a hole, I'm good, baby. Heat in a hole, I'm good.
I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
So I was going to say, to answer your question, I do. There's a little indoor grill that I have. That's just a little electric grill that I won at a casino. I just did a video with the grilled chicken breast over Angel Hair Pasta and a lemon beurre blanc. That chicken, if you look at those grill marks on there, that came off that little electric indoor grill, smokeless grill. Phenomenal. I also have a small baby Weber Smoky Joe kettle grill that's a tabletop model. Probably the favorite thing I own to cook on, because your fire is here and your meat is here. Oh shit! It just started raining outside. Your fire's here and your meat's here, so like you're getting a real quick sear on your steaks. And then of course I have the big Lone Star Grills 30-inch vertical smoker, which is quite large. It weighs 1,700 pounds before I put water in the belly of it. It's on casters and it sleeps in the garage. My truck sleeps outside. My smoker sleeps in the garage. So that'll tell you what I think about my smoker. What up, Lunacy? Al Lunacy. Hey, that's my boy. That's Al Lunacy right there now.
Yeah, dude, they're showing up for you, man, tonight.
Al they're all a bunch of sweet guys.
I'm trying to listen to you, and like there's a lot of going on over here in the chat, and I don't want to miss people's questions.
I'll just shut up. You just read the chat. I'll just sit here and just look stupid. Here we go.
No. David Fogg, that was the other question I had for you. David Fogg's question, which is Froggy's Kitchen on Facebook. David Fogg on YouTube. He hasn't done a video for YouTube yet. We're still working with him, trying to build up his courage, but you can catch him over on Facebook, Froggy's Kitchen. He does stuff over there.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing to cook, and what is your least favorite thing to cook?
So you're not saying smoke or grill, you're just saying cook overall, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Food.
I would say my favorite food to cook is probably St. Louis style ribs, because it's an easy cook. I've got it down to a 3-hour science, 3 hours, 30 minutes with a rest time on it. And I've got it down to a science, and I just don't make mistakes anymore, where sometimes my briskets, I can make a mistake or something, but St. Louis ribs I've got it nailed down. 3 hours, 30 minutes nonstop.
Okay.
That's my favorite. And my least favorite, pancakes. Because although I've got Calphalon cookware, which is really good, nonstick, hard anodized aluminum cookware,
Mhm.
I cannot get my pancakes, and I'm pretty good with the flip, the wrist flip. I have not ever cooked a pancake that I didn't crepe over, in other words, taco shell over, where
Yeah.
it doesn't flip all the way over like it should. It just crepes over like halfway. And pretty soon you got a pancake enchilada, I'm like, nah, dude, that ain't it, Pancakes, man. Although I love to eat them, I can't really cook them that well. Pancakes would be my least favorite.
You could actually make a breakfast taco out of that. The pancake will be the shell.
Yeah, but the inside doesn't
whatever
get
you
done.
want.
The inside doesn't get done. So then I got to take a knife.
Right.
I got to cut through the middle, kind of like, and then flip it back over and make sure I cook the inside. It's just this whole thing, man. It's this whole thing.
Yeah, everybody's loving it. Flapjacks.
Flapjacks, yeah, that's right.
Lep, are you smoking those long girly cigarettes? What? Real that was from the Real VR.
Oh, okay. VR.
Yep.
Flapjacks. Yeah, VR is a real cool dude, man. He's a good supporter. I appreciate him.
Mm-hmm. Hot cakes. These guys, the hell with pancakes.
There you go. Yeah, screw them pancakes. Give me some bacon and eggs anyway. That's a real man's breakfast anyway.
Right. Now, what was your that was your least, right?
That was my least favorite, pancakes. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. You know what I mean? Because you know what? I don't like pancakes, and believe me, with the Blackstone, you'd figure I'd be made 100 videos of flipping some pancakes. No.
Now I will tell you,
nobody eats them. So.
I will tell you this, Lep. So I do not. You asked me about what I like to cook on. I think I'm sold. I'm never going to be sold on pellet grills. RecTech, I don't give a damn if it's Lone Star Grills that puts out a pellet. Well, they actually do have a pellet grill. I'll never own a pellet grill. I just don't believe in them just because of how the pellets themselves are made. I don't believe in them. Keep the hate down. Keep the comments down. Keep the comments down. But I'll tell you what I am sold on. I'm sold on that 36-inch Blackstone. I think I'm going to have to get one of those because the reason my pancakes suck is because my kitchen's tiny and it sucks. And I don't have enough, even though I use a 12-inch, chef's pan to cook in, it's not enough flip area, flip.
Right.
You need two spatulas and flip. My pancakes are like 10 inches big, 12 inches, whatever.
You definitely need a Blackstone or some kind of flat top. Some kind of flat top. Period.
Dude, I make tacos and I do a lot of vegetable dishes. I do a lot of onions, carrots, bell peppers, stuff like that. I need a blacktop, man. I need to take some melted butter, squish it on there, throw the veggies on there, two spatulas, chop, chop, chop. I need to be doing that.
Do you like potato cakes?
Love them. Latkes, yes.
Same thing on the Blackstone, man. They're easy. Then we got this guy. Man, don't you get yourself in trouble over there.
Quint, what's up, my man? Quint, throwing down on the Cinco de Nero.
Let's get one for
let's get one for Quint.
Hey,
Quint Nelson.
You know what? You know what he deserves after last week? Some bacon.
Oh shit. He's gonna get the bacon.
He deserves the bacon.
Uh-oh. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm gonna pop up on a little fireball just for Quint. Where's it at? Where's that camera?
Right on.
Quint, this is for you, Quint.
Oh, this is thick cut pepper bacon. Man, it's pairing well with everything that's going on this thing.
You got any hot sauce in there? You got any like Tabasco?
No, the Bloody Mary mix. I'll have to send you a link, but it's from Pork Mafia. I met him back, Phil Wingo. Man, I can't stop chewing.
You got like a dinner and a show there, brother. A dinner and a show.
But so I forget the name of it. Dang nabbit. But I mixed that ice, the Uncle Steve shake. It's got a spice to it already, like a pepper spice.
Okay.
That I didn't want to ruin it with any hot sauce.
Gotcha.
If I would have had some Old Bay hot sauce, I probably would have added that.
Gotcha.
But I appreciate you, Quint, man. Love you, man.
Hell yeah. Quint's good dude, man.
Yeah, we got this guy. He deserves the rest of the bacon.
That's
He had a
Brian.
huge,
That's Brian
he,
now.
he had a huge donation last week.
I was there. I watched your whole show last week with my boy Shifter on it. And yeah, I enjoyed that very much. Brian is really good people. He's a Blackstone dude. You know, he's just a really good guy. He's a musician.
That's where
too,
I found him. That's how I found the Blackstone stuff.
Let me tell you, he could play that trumpet and guitar, and I don't know what else he could do, but he could do it all. He really can. So my hat goes off to Brian up there for sure.
We got some crazy shit going on over in there.
Lube up Randy. Lube up Randy.
French toast. Are you a French toast fan?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Don't like it.
I'm a hit or miss guy with the French toast. I like French toast sticks. You know,
it's like
you can
bread.
dip them in the little thing. You know,
I mean, look, if you're going to eat an egg sandwich, fry your egg, put it on bread, toast, and let's eat a fried egg sandwich. Isn't it the same thing? You're taking a piece of brioche and you're dragging it through egg batter and you're frying it. Cut the middleman out, the French bullshit. Let's just eat us a fried egg sandwich.
Some Swiss cheese.
Hold on. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, yeah. Oh.
But yeah, man, it's French toast.
They don't know what we were doing backstage before they came on, do they? They don't even know the little party, little pre-party we had.
What's up?
Blackstoners. I was just hollering at y'all just a minute ago saying I need to bone up and get me a 36-inch.
Grumpus. Won't the Blackstone be hard to flip?
See, yeah. What did I just say earlier about who is one of my primary influencers on YouTube? Didn't I say Grumpus on Fire? And by the way, Grumpus, I was there. There's Simon Velez. Simon. See, that's right, Simon. I need a 36-inch. I was there, Blackstone for life. Yeah. Grumpus, I was there when you and about 7 of your neighbors were trying to get your Lone Star Grill back to the back of your yard. So I watched that whole thing the day you got it delivered. So, or first day you put it on YouTube or whatever. I've been watching you for that long, Grumpus. And now you're going to pop off Wise? You're going to pop off Wise to me? But he is a Texas boy, so we'll allow it.
Yeah.
All my Texas guys, they get a pass.
Hey, you woke up the chat. We got the Blackstoners in the house.
Awesome. That's what we're screaming right there. I need a super chat or something. I need to get some money for a Blackstone. How much do they cost? Dude? Are they $400, $500? How much are they?
So depends on what size you want. Prices have gone up. 2020 did that. They went Walmart exclusive, but you could find good deals. Go to your Walmart. See, just price check. A 17-inch now is like $159. That's one burner, 17 inches. Then you got the 22-inch, two burner. That's anywhere from $220, and they got different models of that. And then there's a 28-inch, then there's a 36-inch, then there's ones with a hood, there's the range top combo, there's the air fryer combo. So there's a lot of prices. Oh man, this guy in this dang
Daddy Dutch.
I swear I'm gonna get. I gotta find it, but Kent's Trophy emailed me and wants to be on the hot seat.
Oh, really? Is that what his trophy? His trophy?
Yeah,
huh?
Kent's Trophy started its own channel.
Oh shit! I told you I was playing catch up. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Now we gotta beat the damn trophies out too. Jeez, I'll take another sip. Let's take another sip.
Man, I tell you what, I just missed about 100 comments. They are flowing over there, man.
So let me ask you a question. So air fryers, I'm not really big in the whole air fryer thing. I don't really eat a lot of fried food, so I don't really need to do that. But should I get the one with the vet, the 36 inch, with the hood, I mean, or non-hooded? Does it matter?
I like the hood
Okay.
for storage wise. I don't know if you take your grills indoor.
They'll be in the garage. The whole trust me, man.
Garage.
All my
Yeah,
cooking
see,
shit.
that's what I do. I keep my stuff in the garage. So I like the hood so none of the dust and stuff
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
on the.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you put a cover over that. They have a plastic cover that you can buy for that.
Yeah, it's a cloth
Okay.
fabric, not cloth, but
Vinyl, probably.
that not it's outdoor, it's coarse, but it still soaks up water, so it's not waterproof. They say it's waterproof, but it's not waterproof. And then you gotta, believe me, keeping it indoors, you'll be
Okay.
perfectly fine. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. We had a question back here. See, right here. Brian and I got the Black Friday Blackstone 22-inch for 127, and that was a great deal. They came out with 3 new units with new knobs and colors, 3 different colors available. Which one was, I forget. It looks tan, so it looks military, and the owner of this group, Blackstone Life on Facebook, Mike McCourt, he got one, and he's an Army vet, and his emblem's a star, So he put that right there on the lid. Man, it looks pretty gnarly.
Well, they got to just ask Mike. Do they have any Marine Corps? Because that's my licks, Marine Corps. So they got any Marine Corps Blackstones? I'll take one.
That would probably be the closest you would probably get to any. They don't have a camouflage one or anything like that. That usually their stuff was black, so they came out with 2 new colors.
Okay.
But
Weber, kind of like Weber Genesis. They're always coming out with new colors to sell the same old grill. It's been out there since the 70s.
Longer than that.
But they're good. Trust me. I burned a few of them up over the years. They're really good grills. Mm-hmm. Weber Genesis are good grills.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought you were talking. I heard kettle. My bad.
Kettle. Well, they're good too. Kettles are good. I burn holes in the bottom of them a lot. I've gone through a lot of grills, man. I really have, and it's always been Weber kettles for me. But man, the grates burn up, and you got to buy a new grate, and pretty soon you get rust because who cleans their kettle out every time they use it? Nobody. You leave it outside, and rain, even though you get the vents through the hood, you close the vents. Rain gets in the bottom. Ash is very acidic. It rusts out the bottom. We're throwing it out to the curb. I burned through so many Weber kettles doing that. It's unbelievable. Back when charcoal starter was a blue gel, it was like Sterno, but it came in a big can, not the little chafing dish cans.
Right,
Sterno, they used to sell that in the 70s as lighter fluid. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember that, but that's how I started cooking back in the day, man.
That's just as bad as using lighter fluid, huh?
Probably worse.
Right.
Myron Mixon goes, "Hey, you see these rings?"
Uh-huh.
Myron Mix says, "You see these rings? Now start talking mess about my lighter fluid." That's what he said to me one time. I was at a book signing. He goes, "You see them rings?" I said, "Okay, whatever.
Eastwind Farms.
Marine Corps. Get you some, devil dog.
He used to do these live streams, man. And he would just be playing music, drinking, hanging out. We'd be bullshitting. And man, he started with like 1-2 people listening to him jam. Next thing you know, the guy would have like 50 people just sitting there to listen. He liked to play Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters was his favorite band. Foo Fighters is his favorite band. So he would play a lot of Foo Fighters, and he had the same songs I downloaded on his fucking what was the first Apple thing with the downloaded music?
What was it? Napster.
No, it was the handheld for the earbuds. iPods. So he's got these all the same set list downloaded on his iPod, and he played the same songs just in different, just to match conversation,
Nice.
Oh, look at this guy. What up?
What's up, Rob?
That's my dude Rob D from Maria's neck of the woods. They both live around the corner from each other in Oakland, California. But yeah, he's even saying, "Is that the real East Wind?" And then, of course, I knew he was going to say it. He hates the Foo Fighters, but there was one person that would request Foo Fighters, and he would play it, and he would bitch about it the whole damn time. So you really wouldn't get to hear the song because he was bitching about them over the song.
Actually, I like the Foo Fighters pretty good, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Look at this. He still has the with the wheel.
You know, hey, Simon, I never even owned one of those, dude. I somehow, I was still on the Walkman, dude. Couldn't get with the times, bro. I was still on the Walkman there, you know?
Right on.
Doing the old cassette thing.
I walked around with my Sony Discman for a long time.
Never had.
And then I would hook up other speakers to it, you know, so it was like my radio too, you know.
So I used to have, check this out for real. I used to have a Sony Walkman that it had one of those small output jacks that goes to your headphones. I don't know what you call those little bitty small 16th inch jacks. I ran it to a 1/4 inch, plugged it into my amplifier, my guitar amp, and I could actually play tapes through my Sony Walkman through my amplifier.
Right.
So one day we had a garage. My mom had a garage sale. I was a kid when I did all this. We're having a garage sale, and I'm out there helping my mom, and we got Iron Maiden and all this stuff jamming on the amp and all that. And all of a sudden, I start smelling plastic burning. My mom's like, "What the hell?" So I thought it was one of the people out there in the street out there burning plastic or something. I look over, and my Walkman is just on fire because evidently the amperage from that 50-watt amplifier had somehow gotten into that tiny little Walkman. Not only did it melt it, the son of a bitch was sitting on a steel chair. It was on fire, like flaming up. Of course, there was no music playing or nothing, but it burned the damn Walkman up. And then, I don't know, I got an iPhone after that, you know.
Webb says 8-track with Jensen 6x9s.
Dude, 6x9. Dude, so check it out. Going back to my favorite band ever, Guns N' Roses, 1987. It was the summer of 87. A friend of mine, Keith, had this Chevy Monte Carlo, badass tricked out ride. He had a Kenwood. It was only it was cassette. It was cassettes back then. It was CDs wasn't out yet. This would have been 87.
They had the orange or green light, glow light on the.
Dude, I was so stoned. I don't remember.
I loved the Kenwood because they would light up the inside of the car with their lit up, like it was LEDs back then.
But back in those days, it was like $2 to get in his car, right? For gas money. You got $2, you ain't riding. And there would be like 6 or 8 of us crammed into this Monte Carlo. Now he had this kick-ass crossover and this amp underneath the seat. And behind the back seat, he had these it was Sherwin and Vega subwoofers and the 6x9 speakers that were mounted in this box, this kicker box in his trunk. Mm-hmm. And we'd be jamming that Guns N' Roses driving to downtown Dallas. Glug, glug, glug. Glug, glug, glug. And dude, just jamming. $2 a night. $2 a night. And that was just for gas money. And I don't know where we got the beer or the smoke from. It doesn't matter. But it was only $2 a night to party back then. It'll be $2,000 a night now, the way I party and whatever. And the girls and the Chinese whores and all that. But I don't know. Inflation, I guess.
Do you know Tony Labasco?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not, Eastwind. I'm sorry, I do not.
It might be a military brother of your guys, you know what I mean? He might be searching for or something, you know?
I can tell you, Eastwind, I was 1st Battalion, 7th Marines out of San Mateo, California. I was a dragon gunner, weapons platoon. I blew up tanks and I did demolitions and I was forward observer. So that's what my MOS was.
That's good shit, man. And
I went all over. I was all over Asia. I went on Westpac. I did the Equator thing on a Navy LST vessel. So I did get the shit beat out of me by a bunch of squids. It's a big deal when you go across the Equator in a Navy vessel. So I was lucky enough to do that. I used to get in fights with monkeys, you know, little white-faced monkeys throwing rocks at you when you're jogging and you're doing PFT. Monkeys are throwing rocks at you. The whole deal, man. It was a trip over there. Monkey shows,
Scooter
donkey
Too Cool
shows.
says,
Trip.
Scooter Too Cool says, Rough Rider anthem in Taco Bell drive-through. You were awesome. Bumping, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mine was well, let's see what would my posse's on Broadway. Sir
yeah?
Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. You know what's funny? What's funny is my first real job was Taco Bell, and I was working the drive-through. And you know, you always get that one creepy guy, you know, with the voice box. You know, the guy goes, "Give me 2 burritos and an churrito." I'd be like, "Sir, I'm gonna get the manager. Get the fucking manager. I don't care. Sir, you're gonna have to quit that language. I don't give a shit. You better get the manager. I don't give a shit. Sir, don't talk to me like that. Pull around, sir. Pull around." And I felt really bad because I thought the guy was mocking me because a lot of our friends would drive through and make fun of us because we had to work and they didn't. And the guy had a tracheotomy, dude. And I felt so bad. I thought it was really, I felt so bad. I'm like, oh shit, sir, your meal's on us tonight. What can I get you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was one of my buddies busting my chops at the drive-thru. And it wasn't. It was
That's hey, you had to reach down and grab your face and put it back on.
Well, for that guy, let's get us a little toot for that guy because you know that guy was pretty good, dude. Yeah, let's get a little toot for that dude.
Let's give him a pepperoni. Those are about my nipples. Look, they call my nipples leperonis.
Have you ever heard of Jerky Boys back in the '90s out of New York?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got them baloney tits. You know, it makes me angry. I got them big pepperoni tits day. You know.
That's funny.
Saul Rosenberg.
Brought back a memory on that one.
Oh boy, Saul Rosenberg. Oh gosh. Oh, I fell down the stairs and my shoes fell off. My head was all bashed apart. Oh boy.
Trumpet Master, his first job was Taco Bell too.
Luis, dude, back in my day, we had enchiritos. That's how long ago it was when I worked there. They had the enchirito bowl.
They just brought that back.
Nuh-uh. Blaupunk. Yes. Blaupunk Stereo's mega, Fred. Hell yeah.
Oh, Blaupunk. How about this? Clarion.
Clarion, yeah.
Clarion was crispy clean, man. Blaupunk was too.
Blaupunk was badass. Those were stock in the Volkswagen Jetta and all that shit. Because I bought a Jetta later on. It just said Volkswagen. You take the receiver out because I was going to replace it. Blaupunk, Germany. Oh shit! I shoved it back in there. Said, "No, we're staying with Blaupunk." I just got better speakers, you know.
Right on, yeah. The Saabs were like the 900 Saabs were like that. They came with Alpines.
Oh, Alpine was the shit, dude. I remember Alpine. Yeah. Kenwood was probably my favorite because it wasn't expensive like Alpine. And there was one other. There was Alpine, and there was another one that was really high end.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. It was for cars. I can't remember. It was a replaceable. I can't remember it now, dude. We had all kinds of shit back in the day, but we would drive with beers between our legs, and I had a Ford Ranger pickup. I'd drink a beer and I'd throw it, and I just had the arch just right. It'd land in the back of the truck while I'm throwing my papers on my paper route. So not only was I drinking beer while I was driving, I was throwing the papers, and I was porching every one of them, dude. Porch. I was good. I was a paper boy. I was everything back in the day, man.
You was good. You was good at the game, paper boy.
I was a paper boy, man. They call me the paper man.
All I know is it didn't care what head unit you had. Pretty much all of them put out 4 times 100 watts. That's right. You know what I mean? So when you're channeling amps and everything, the two that you would want would be the Rockford Fosgate punch 150 and punch. 2 punch 15 subs.
Yeah.
And your car rocked, man. They heard you blocks away.
And now I sit there and I laugh at them stupid kids driving down there. Like,
well, they got a different sound. They got a lot of mid-range where we were bass driven, where they're more mid-range now. So it screams.
Scooter Too Cool says MTX. I remember MTX speakers. I don't remember MTX head units necessarily. I do remember the speakers. I think it was speakers that I remember from MTX.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to build our own kicker boxes back in the day because we didn't have the money to go buy one. You know, we didn't know that air leaving this crack or that crack mattered. We didn't
Right.
know. Silicone? Nah, we don't use no silicone. We use nails and screws, and that's how we did ours. Shit would all vibrate.
A couple of my buddies got good at building boxes, man, and that was it. We all had sounds,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin is leaving the building. Rock on. Hey,
all right,
let's do one for him.
Let's do one for Fred.
What station is the is the car radio on? Pickle.
What
for
radio
you.
Station? What?
When you get in your car, what radio station's on?
Oh, dude, Sirius XM, man. Not Classic Rewind. What is it? Tommy London. What is that? 39. What is it? Channel 39 on Sirius XM. There's a name to it. I don't know. It's Channel 39 on Sirius XM. Tommy London.
Right on. Right on. He'd appreciate that. That's for sure.
He better, because he's following me on Facebook. So he damn sure better know I'm giving a shout out.
Pile,
yeah, I remember Piles. Yeah.
Oh man, bringing
Everybody's
back some 80s to 90s memories there.
But dude, look, I was born in '68. Okay, so I don't remember the '60s. I remember the '70s.
Right on.
My first enterprise, to make money. I think it was 1977. I was living in Germany. Okay, my dad was in the Army. Classic Rewind. No, that's one of the channels I watch, but it's 80s hair metal band. I can't remember the name of the channel. Channel 39, whatever that is. Somebody could be
Classic Classic Rewind.
No, that's one of the channels I listen to, but that's not number 39. 39 there's a name to it, but I don't pay attention to the name. It stays in my car. So but my very first thing was in 1977. I was living in Stuttgart, Germany. And the very first time I ever made my own money, I was 9 years old. We lived in what's called a tenement building. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it was 3 stories of BEQs with a stairwell in the middle. One apartment here, one apartment here. Second floor, one apartment here, one apartment here, one apartment here, one apartment. And then there was a 4th floor where it was an open area. There was no stairwell. Well, there was a stairwell going up, but it was wide open. It was just we called it the penthouse. So every Friday night, we would make posters and we would have discos up in the penthouse. And we would charge like $1 to get in. And what we would do is we'd make our parents make up all this Kool-Aid and popcorn and chips and all this shit. And we had strobe lights, and we were, we're 9 years old. So think about it. It wasn't real cool, but we always had jams going. It was like Gloria Gaynor or the Bee Gees or whatever 70s shit was going on. And people would pay $1 to come in, and we hosted our own dances at 9 years old, bro, making $1 a head. 9 years old.
That's good shit.
I mean, in Germany, here's this little redneck kid from Florida over in Germany with the bell bottoms and, smoking the bear and all that shit. I mean, damn, dude. Dude, I've been around a long time, Al Lunacy. Hair Nation, thank you, Al Lunacy. Thank you very much. Damn it.
Him and Mega Fred
Hair
said
Nation.
it at the same time. Hair Nation, yeah.
Fuck, man, I think I had a stroke or something. See, being on your channel, man, it makes me.
Well, guess what?
What?
You survived, man.
Well, we ain't done yet. We just now getting lubed up. Don't give me no shit about a dinner tomorrow or breakfast tomorrow. Don't give me none of that shit. Look here.
Well, here's what we do. The show itself live is going to end. We go off air and hang out.
Oh, okay. We're going to the green room. Yeah. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, we're going to the green room. Exactly. We're going backstage, brother. We're going backstage. Hey, for anybody that wants to hang out backstage with the BBQ ROCKSTAR, click on that link and come and hang out. But yeah, dude, awesome show. And yes, we could go for hours. I mean,
it'd be fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The chat's engaged. They're loving our music talk and food talk. All of them. It goes together. When you're outside barbecuing, you most likely you got some kind of drink, you got music, and you got good food. Then you bring on the good company.
Let me say one thing before we have to go. Can I say one more thing? Very, very much to your point, Lep. So, guys, when we're at these shows here in Dallas, and I'm sure it's this way for everywhere, whether you're in the UK or Sydney, Australia, wherever you are, guys, here in Dallas, Texas, we have such a great musical family, right? All these great cover bands being one entity, tribute bands being another, original bands being another. It doesn't matter, dude. It's all music. Anywhere you go, Friday night and Saturday night in the DFW Metroplex, there's an average of 150 live shows going on every Friday night, every Saturday night. And generally on Thursday night, there's 20 to 30. You look out in the crowd, or if you're in the crowd, it's all people like hugging on each other. They're drinking together. You know, they're bobbing their heads. They're going back to the 80s and the 90s like we're talking about. And then everybody goes and they go eat, and they go eat together. So to your point, Lep, food brings us together. It's a very communal, tribal thing. So is music. Music, it breaks down all the boundaries of race, of demographics, right? We're just all humans at that point. Just like when you eat, there is no race. There's no barriers. We're all just people. That's why I love dealing with food and dealing with music. That's why I've chosen those two, and they're both art. I'm an artist, so that's what I try to give to the world, so that when I'm gone, you guys could say, that guy was ugly, but he sure damn could play guitar and he could cook too. So, guys, everywhere you go in life, always be around music, always be around food, and I can promise you, if you do that, you'll be around good people.
Grumpus on Fire says he's on his way. He needs a hug.
Grumpus, man. Can you believe I used to look up to this guy? I used to, okay, Grumpus, I'll give you a hug. Kumbaya, my friend. Kumbaya.
So we got some people already backstage waiting for us. Quint says he's happy. I'll remember this Thursday hot seat.
Hey, it ain't over yet, Quint. Don't speak
before
the dog barks,
For the new people coming. So what I do is, after an hour hanging out with the guest, I go off air and we go to the green room and hang out backstage. So anybody's always welcome. I could have up to 10, 8 plus the guest and myself. But everybody's saying night. Eastman
He's
Farm.
The Marine Corps person of
Brian. Yeah, you're right. BBQ ROCKSTAR. This is so true. There are forms of art, and I believe food, music, and art bring us all together as humans as well. Yes, we all come together. It's a melting pot. That's a great thing about the barbecue family over here on YouTube.
And Lep, too, to Angie's point, this country is so, well, the world really, let's not be exclusive about this. I think the world needs to come together right now. The world, geographically, and no borders here. We all need to come together, and food and music and all art forms, really. There needs to be more of like hanging out and broing it up, and hugging on each other, and just really showing somebody that you care about them, just letting them know, hey man, you're with me tonight. We're cool. We're going to kick it tonight. We're going to have a good time, because tomorrow may not come, guys. Tomorrow may not come for any of us. Tonight's the night. And I appreciate everybody coming to this show tonight.
Type into Tiny Farm Nuggets. He's in the basement. You have to allow your cam and audio. If you're joining from your phone or anything, actually, the first thing they ask is if you allow the camera and mic. But he's down there, and I appreciate you, man, coming on here.
Thanks for having me, Lep.
Get some new eyes on the content. good luck over there on the channel.
Thank you, man.
I know you're growing each and every day, you know.
Thank
We all are. We all do. But yeah, I want to big thanks, man, coming hanging out. But
well, thanks for having me. Thanks for all your viewers giving me a chance to be on this show. And let's cook it up. Let's hook it up.
Right on, man. Hey, and with that, guys, I'll see you guys next week. We got Black Hole Barbecue next week. Yay, yay.